Yo, what is up, though? You already know who it is, though. It's me, Spookleye. And, folks, we're here today for some Pokken tournament. Now, this is a post-commentary match just because I didn't happen to be recording audio at the same time, and I figured I'd try out post-commentary. So I'm sorry if we end up missing a thing or two. But anyway, folks, make sure to go hit that like button at the start of the video so we can help out these series and everything grow. So, we got 3 matches for you guys today. Our first match is against Shawn from Mexico with a powerful Charizard. You gotta watch out for Charizard. Those throws, the fire punch, the combos, it's all ridiculous, folks. It really is. I say as I take a sip from my Sprite real quick like a professional. Oh, God, my throat's killing me. But anyway, I decide I'm going to start out with Fennekin because most of the time, if it's a close range user, I will start with Fennekin just to keep him at a distance and to keep him scared. So I go for the dig, hit him up with that. Try to trick him out with a Dragon Rush into dig, but it doesn't really work. I try to hit him with that powerful dive kick, but in the end, it turns out Earthquake was the better option. So, I get him as he's coming up. Then I try to grab him with the Sand Tomb, but I can never really do it. I know it's possible on a rare occasion, but you have to be like really good with it. It's tricky, but either way, he activates his Cresselia, so he gets his HP back and he gets a bit of synergy with it. So I go under to dodge that, get hit with the upper, and he tries to hit me with the Dragon Claw, but thank God my recovery hits it. But then he grabs me, and that is no good. That does way so much damage. Like, legit, Charizard's Seismic Toss Throw is crazy when it comes to damage. But yeah, so round 2 already comes along. I already grabbed Fennekin because I was ready to go. I was not joking around this time. So I try going with the Dust Devil. I get him up with the aerial Dust Devil combo. Grab him with the throw. Get him with the Sand Tomb combo. And hit him up with the dig, so it's just ridiculously overpowered. I actually lucked out, because if I would have went for the dive kick, never mind, I get hit with the side. I forgot to get hit with the Seismic Toss with that. But if I would have went for the dive kick, folks, it would have done more damage to me, because I would have been hitting that range. So he goes up for the up Y and tries to get me with the Dragon Claw, and then he tries to get me with another throw. But my Dragon Rush activates the critical hit, and it does a ton of damage. So he gets his burst off, and I figure, you know what, you bursting, I'm bursting, buddy, we bursting together, we burst buddies. So he hits me up with his burst attack because Charizard's just crazy with that. It does a ton of damage, but not enough to end it. So I go under, I get the dig, and I get off. And that's just a lesson, folks, to fear the Kaiju. But either way, that's only round 1, folks. I will be seeing you all for round 2, so one moment. So, round 2's here, folks. We've got Decania with a Chandelure B3. That's kind of scary, I'll admit. And it looks like it's her main, so that's even worse. Now, Chandelure, Braxton, Gardevoir, those 3 are hard to fight with as a Garchomp. Actually, Garchomp's one of the few things that are decent against him, though. Because our dig, since it goes underneath the projectiles, it gives us some protection. Of course, though, if you know how to counter it, then you're kind of screwed. But anyway, we're getting our butt handed to us by the Chandelure right away. She is hitting us up with this combo. She's making sure we cannot get back up. I got my guard up just in time and was able to get Dragon Rush off. Hush! I'm sorry, folks, my dog's just acting up. I got the Sand Tomb off just barely, but then get hit with that powerful spin, into another spin, into a small combo. Now, I'm thinking it's Flame Burst, and she tried to grab me with the distance throw, and that was my stupid mistake. But I still won. So pretty much, folks, these matches go kind of quick. It's kind of hard to do post-commentary on them, but it's actually kind of fun. So I go with Jirachi, try to get my powerfulness, that is the Wish Burst up. And this Chandelure already knows she's not giving me a second to stand up. She's not giving me a second to move. She's trying to make sure that I am completely stuck to what I can do. So knowing that, I'm trying my best to think of a way to get in, and I'm at this point I'm trying to not lose. But it ends up coming to this. It ends up coming, strangely enough, to the overheat. Hush. It ends up coming to the overheat. So with that, we're in round 3. Hopefully we can win it this round. So I was able to get that burst, and I was able to grab the bonus before she could, which doesn't really do much. And again, the overheat hits hard. That overheat is ridiculous. Counterattacks like that are just so hard to counter. I guess because they're counterattacks, but still. So I'm trying to get lucky. I was able to get the kick off and send that boy flying back a little bit. But then folks, the combo into the burst attack, which, because it's into a combo, it's not going to do nowhere near as much as it could, which thankfully for me, because if this just hit with the basic burst, it could have ended me. It could have put me down way below 100. Chandeler's burst is crazy strong and crazy scary. But yeah, I was able to get my hit off. And as they do the... I'm guessing it's down Y. I haven't played Chandeler enough to remember. So I get my burst off and get the spin and end her life. Because, again, Kaiju wins. Now, folks, I might show you all a bonus match where I admit I did lose. I have to look it over real quick and see what it is. So, 1 second. Alright, folks, and we are back. And after looking it over, I've decided this is a perfect video to show you guys. Because you get to see this Braxton here. You're going to see why Garchomp has such trouble with Braxton. Now, Braxton, folks, is a strange... it's a strange Pokemon. Because it's... Fun fact, folks, if you don't know anything about the Pokken tournament ranking tiers, Braxton is actually up in, I think, almost God tier. I think it's God tier, right next to Gardevoir, so you have to be really careful with it. So, pretty much the plan is I was going to go in for the dig, but I was able to guard that charge attack that they built up. Now, I fought this person once before during the night, but... I guess they learned from that one fight. They learned it because I admit I won that fight, but it wasn't enough. So I'm having to block from those. Then she tricks me out with the with that. I think that's flame charge. I don't know what it is. It's the broom attack, but so I try to get a grab off, but no, she's ending up with the combo. She's hitting me up with the attack, not the combo. I'm being silly. So I'm gonna try earthquaking to get away from her. I was able to dodge the charge attack just in time and get another earthquake off, do some damage. I get Whimsicott going, and then there's she activates Cresselia. I'm guessing to get her synergy burst and to get the speed. I was able to just barely break it in time, but I failed because I do the same mistake. I try to grab her when she's on the ground. So this time I try going with Jirachi just because I like switching up on in between fights just to keep him from guessing. And she goes for Reshiram, so this is going to be a fun fight. So she's trying to get it up, but I'm already on the field. I'm already on the field grabbing her, trying to down X her to get her spinning. I was able to dodge the throw, but she was able to guard. And Reshiram is going to do some damage and get my attack lowered because of it. But I was able to hit him up with the aerial, with a dive kick, which done some damage, and then I got her with the Sand Tomb, which allowed me to get her with the field switch, which I admit wasn't what I was trying to do. I was trying to get my my attack going. But I lucked out, actually. She was just barely close enough to get clipped with the Stone Edge, which was really important. So I got my shield up, trying to defend against it. Then I tried lowering it to jump out of the way in time, but I just wasn't fast enough, sadly. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get these projectiles off the field. Sadly, though, I was not able to dodge the charge attack in time because of it. She got her Reshiram up again, which was kind of scary, I'll admit. But Reshiram ain't nothing on Garchomp. Kaiju don't give a shit because he's got that good drill. Ready, folks? Ready? Impact! So, with that, we win the second round, which brings us to the third round.
Oh, here's the final round.
So I go with Jirachi again, trying to be careful. Because I figure if I can get my burst off again, I can activate Jirachi, do some damage. And I was like, you know what? No, I need to grab this bonus because if I don't grab it, she's going to get it and get that stat back up. But she gets me with the fire spin. She tries to hit me with the firebox. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. So she keeps going with her charge cancels, which I can't seem to do. I can't seem to charge cancel. I don't know why. Maybe it's just Garchomp isn't capable of doing it. But whenever I try to charge cancel with Garchomp, it just doesn't work. So she's just destroying me. It's almost over. It's over, folks, with that. It's sad to say, but that was just the end of that fight. So we're going to hurry and move on to the final powerful match. And I'll see you there. So we're here with the final match, folks. And the final match was against another Charizard user. Charizard was full tonight because we're fighting against Jerry the Charizard with a C1 Charizard. This is a scary fight, folks, if I remember correctly. Now, I'll admit, folks, there are people who I've run into. They'll be assholes. Where I've run into a Machamp that would just spam charged moves and like literally just use the charge moves. He wouldn't block or anything. He would just use the charge moves because they're so hard to counter against unless you're a very throw heavy character like Machamp. So he tries to get that belly smash up. I don't know what that move is. I'm just gonna say belly smash. But it doesn't really work. But he is doing a number on my health because of all these combos he's hitting me with. These fire type attacks are just doing the damage. But, of course, rule number one, you cannot be in the air when I'm on the field. So, I get the powerful Sand Tomb off. It wasn't sadly a crit, so I couldn't do a combo into it. And he gets me with the fire, with the flamethrower, and fire punch. But you can see I'm charging it up. I'm getting it ready. And I was able to push him back a good bit with the aerial attack. And then the homing attack to hurry and get my range close. So this is where it got risky. I hit him, and then I ended it off with the attack. It's just a normal attack. That's how you do it, folks. You gotta make sure you keep them on their toes. The best part about Garchomp, though, is that dive kick gives you just enough time to go into a combo with it. You could I never actually tried it, folks. But you could probably combo into a throw with it if you tried hard enough. So I was able to dodge that powerful drop kick. And, well, I'm saying drop kick. It was a dive kick also. But I was able to dodge it and get the earthquake off the time. But then I forget that the drop kick pierces counterattacks. So I was able to get it off again, but yeah. So I was able to get the counterattack off that time with the fire punch. That was good. I tried getting the power that is a Gust Devil going, but he hits me with the flamethrower, and it looks like this could be it, folks. Could it be it? Will I lose, folks? You already know that is not possible. So he's getting his burst attack off. I'm trying not to die here, but that ends up sealing the deal. Does it end up sealing the deal? I don't remember. Yes, it does, actually. So that brings us to round 3. So for the final round, I go for Jirachi because I feel like we need to get it going. We need to pump it up, even though I don't really use this too often. Anyway, folks, I was trying to get that synergy burst because I know if he could get it, I'd be in real trouble. So I'm going for the charge. I'm going for the drop kick into the combo. I'm saying drop kick. Drop kick and dive kick are two totally different ways of two totally different fighting styles, fighting attacks. But he goes for the guard, thinking I'm gonna try a charge attack. Instead, I go for the throw and do some serious damage. But he's hitting me back even harder with these aerial attacks. And he gets his Cresselia off so he can burst. But folks, it's not over. It's not over, because let me tell you something. We got Kaiju, and he is not partying with nobody. So I get my shield up. I predict him going for the Fire Punch and hit him up because it's time for that Giga Drill Impact. Ugh, folks, that was beautiful. But yeah, folks, that was the 4 battles I wanted to show you all tonight. So I hope you all did enjoy them. If you did, make sure you go uppercut that like button. It shows your appreciation for the channel so very much. And folks, if you're new to the channel and you love Pokken Tournament, or you love any series in general, just go and hit that subscribe button with your elbow drop that subscribe button. And yeah, so without further ado, it's time I sign out. I'm Spookleye, and I'll see you all in the next amazing video. Stay spooky, folks.